What's up, guys? Black Dawn Crypto here, and today I want to show off my new team that took me from 2.4k to 2.8k in a single day. This team here is actually pretty insane. I'm going to first show off the axies that I'm running. I'm running this Axie that has Bumpy, Bone Sail, Zigzag, and Nemo. What Bone Sail does is gives you 80 damage, 80 shield. Draw a card if this Axie shield breaks. If you combo with Bumpy here, you recover 20 shield per turn. So if you're comboing the two together, you gain shield back, and then you draw infinite round of cards. In a single turn, we can draw like 10 cards. It's actually pretty crazy if your opponent's attacking into you. Then we have Zigzag that heals us whenever we attack into our opponent's Axie. It does 60 damage, 60 shield, and then Nemo for card draw, or for energy gain. Next, I would like to show off the midliner. It has Bone Sail, Bumpy, Nutcracker, and Tail Slap. The reason why it has a single Nutcracker is so we have damage to do against plants and reptiles. The team can struggle to sometimes get through plants and reptiles, but having a Nutcracker will help us get through plants and reptiles. And then for our last Axie, this one here, which has Hair Dagger, Acro, Single Combat, and Risky Fish. So it has a really decent combination of cards, 55 speed. So it's the fastest it can actually be. Fast it can be with this setup of cards. It's really nice because you're as fast as your opponent's Aquas usually. Most Aquas are not pure Aquas. So we'll be as fast as my opponent's Aquas and usually attack first. And at the same time, we have lower HP than my opponent's Aquas. It means you have a chance to go in first. What Single Combat does is 75 damage. It needs to be comboed with at least 2 cards to gain yourself a critical strike. So you never want to play Single Combat just solo. You always want to make sure you combo with at least 2 cards to get the max benefit. We have Risky Fish here, which is nice. It gives you a plus attack up onto plants, reptiles, dusks. So we can combo this together with a Single Combat to do massive amounts of damage, like 200 plus damage. When you do a Risky Fish plus Single Combat, you'll end up doing like 300 damage between the 2 cards. Then we have Hair Dagger, which gives us card draw. It's nice because we're usually the fastest one on the field, and if we're not, we can Acro up, and then Hair Dagger to get bonus speed in another. We can Acro up one turn, and then Hair Dagger next turn if we're going against like an opponent's bird. So let's run the comp into Arena and kind of show you how it's played. So we're running against a double Aqua with the bird. The first thing I like to do whenever I get into a game is make sure I check my opponent's Axies. So we know he has Goldfish here, Shell Jab, Risky Fish, and Nemo, which means he's going to do a bunch of damage if we don't defend. I think first turn he probably will pass, so we may want to pass, but I'm not really sure with this opponent's setup. He may want to attack first turn because he has a 0-cost card. If he has Shell Jabs, he's going to want to do max damage into me, so he may actually attack first turn. I'm going to play a Bone Sail, just a single Bone Sail, so if he does decide to attack in, we can have at least a little bit of defense and probably last one extra turn. So as expected, he does actually attack into us. The nice thing is he gives us a bonus draw on cards. We don't actually play Bumpy here, so we don't actually regrow our shield back, or we would have drawn into 3 cards. We know he just wasted 3 energy. He's only on 2 energy, but let's say he has some Nemos. It's still not going to be that great for him. So we're going to Zigzag and Bone Sail to kind of go for a heal back up and draw into more cards. Right now, our tank is just here to kind of absorb damage and draw us cards. We're not really too scared of my opponent's setup just yet. And then we're going to also throw a double Nemo so we can gain ourselves more energy. And we'll be on 6 energy in the next turn. So again, he comes in with another 3 cards. He's still on 2 energy. He won't actually end up killing us. And now this dust will absorb another card's worth of damage, which is very nice. Also, we can play Bumpy again. So if you drew some crazy combo here, we could actually play into it. We could try and defend, but I think it's just worth not defending. Let's go for a combo here. Let's go for a combo here. And I think that's it. I think that'll be it. Combo and a pass. So far, we haven't seen any Nemos out of him. Nemo and Shell Jab for pretty high defense. We're still going to end up killing, though. The last stand's actually kind of annoying for us. The last stand is annoying, so we're just going to Hair Dagger and throw 4 cards. If my opponent doesn't defend or play, this will be very nice. If he decides to play, he'll end up drawing us a bunch of cards back. He may want to defend on this Aqua here to go for some type of heal play. So he does actually pass. Now we are very far ahead of my opponent. If I draw another Acro, it's pretty much game over for my opponent. He now needs to get through my Dusk in a turn, and then he needs to kill. And here we go. So we drew into Acro. So we're just going to Acro this turn and pass. And then we'll have 3-card combo. We'll be faster than my opponent because a single Acro will actually speed us up. Faster than our opponent's bird. And we don't actually mind if he kills our Dusk. We could try to defend it just for the fun of it. But I think it's better to not defend the Dusk. Use a single Acro. And we should be okay. We place 4 cards. We Acro to speed ourselves up. Interesting thing enough is we have last stand, so he would have had to waste another turn here, but because we Acro'd up, we'll be faster than him and we can go for a big combination. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, this team is actually insane. Very, very insane. A custom built team, just kind of showing you that you can make some crazy Axies and run them into arena. Let me show current ranking. So we were at 2.4k today, and we are now at 2.8k. I've also had this comp up to rank like 20, but we switched over to a Trezor. We moved all our Axies over to a Trezor, so we had to restart our account, and that's why we're back climbing MMR again. But yeah, let me show my match history. So we've had a pretty decent match history here. I mean, there is the 3 defeats, but we were on like a crazy streak. Crazy win streak. And I think this team is going to probably get me back to 3K. If you'd like to watch this team live, 11:30 a.m. CST every day over at twitch.tv/blackedout1. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.